Oh, happy Two Show Friday. Technically not Two Show Friday. We have a put-in rehearsal this afternoon. Ooh, pudding. I had a friend who once worked with a stage manager who loved to eat, and as two actors were on stage talking, stretching before the show, talking about the put-in rehearsal, she stopped dead in her tracks and went, pudding? So we're just called pudding rehearsal. Ba-dum-bum. No, we are putting three actors into will be understudies into roles that they've been rehearsing but have not been put into, meaning they will be in full costume and they will be in full hair, while everybody else in the company will be on stage with them in just mics for sound. So it is a put-in rehearsal, and one of them is a new Marty, Aaron, who joined us a little bit back in a supporting role, replacing someone that left us to go do the musical The Outsiders, is now up to speed to play Marty McFly. So he will be being put in costumes and quick changes today as Marty. So, but it does make it a full performance, because I won't be doing all of my changes with Doc, Roger's character, but I will be doing all my changes with him. So it is more or less for everybody a full performance, because you don't mark it, you don't half-ass it when it's a put-in. You give these people everything. The set will be in motion, all the lights. The only thing that will not be full is the orchestra, because that's a lot of money to pay the full orchestra to come in for that. So, that's not happening. So it is put-in rehearsal. The other thing I do know is that this particular put-in rehearsal is Beyonce is the theme. This is a thing that Broadway does when you have a put-in rehearsal, and everybody doesn't want to come in the afternoon and do an extra full-out performance. But to make it fun for everybody, they'll pick a theme. It's beach party. It's pajamas. It's, when they do Alphabas at Wicked sometimes, it's green. So they decided last night it's Beyonce, is what I heard. So I'm like, well, my essence is pure Beyonce, so this is what you're getting. It also, I think the other side of that is it makes the people, or the one person in full costume and hair, not feel like the alien when everybody else is running around in sweat clothes and they're fully made up and wigged. So it just kind of makes everybody feel more like it's a festive environment. The other thing that probably should happen between the three people we're putting in is they damn well better bring some treats. It's kind of traditional, too, to bring Krispy Kremes or something like, thank you, everybody, for spending the afternoon helping me get put into the show. I know you'd rather not be here this afternoon. It's just kind of traditions of what we do. So there's our whole put-in story. What a week it's been. Last night, poor Casey. Casey and Roger did the Morning Joe show. Look for it. I'm not going to post a link. I don't have the energy right now. But they were on there yesterday for a little 5-minute chat. So because that started early and, regular life stuff and doing the show over and over, Casey was just tired. So last night during Act 1, when we have literally 12 seconds where he runs off stage, he pulls off some stuff, I get to go run on stage and get in bed, half dressed. He says to me, can you Uber Eats me a Red Bull? And then runs away. And I'm like, Uber Eats? By the time I figure that out, it'll be curtain call. So I was like, oh, okay, one cue from now, I have a couple of minutes. I set some things up for him, and then there's a whole scene before he comes off to me for a quick change. And there's a deli right here on the corner. I was like, you know what? I'll set it all up, and I'll run to the deli and get him a freaking Red Bull. Told stage management, listen, Casey needs a Red Bull. I'm going to run out as soon as I'm done with this change. If I'm not back in 3 minutes, it's because I'm under a cab. I ran out in the hallway, I did my setup, I ran out and I told another dresser who knows my track, I said, listen, I'm going to the deli. If I'm not back in 3 minutes, it's because I'm under a cab. I run out. One of the other dressers, who's kind of new, she's like, apparently was like, where's he going? Why did he leave? What's happening? Why did he go? What did he say? Where's he going? And I was like, okay. A minute and a half later, I was back in the door with a Red Bull. I didn't put on a coat. I didn't take off my apron. I didn't take off my over-the-ear light. I ran to the corner. I got a Red Bull. I came back on the stage door. She was like, where were you? How are you back? What happened? I was like, and this is me. Darling, it's star dresser stuff. Don't you worry about it. There's my Beyonce essence for you. So, Casey, a minute later, like, you need that Red Bull now? He was like, wait, how did you? I'm like, I'm Billy. Do not question me and my methods. That was a good mea culpa because, okay, Tuesday. I took off Sunday because of my sinus infection, which is now worlds better because of antibiotics and having rested. Oh my God, the 2 days of not doing my normal stuff made a world of difference on all parts of my body. Tuesday back at the show. First thing I do once we're started is, get Roger into the magical car that he's going to appear in. Then I have a couple minutes. Then I have to put a vest, the puffer vest on Casey when he goes to meet Doc in the parking lot because he's been wearing a denim jacket, but we put the vest over it. And that's a quick moment in the wing. Then I hang out for the whole next number while Doc and Marty, exposition of discover themselves in each other. And then Roger comes off. So that's a big sit on the stairs out in the hallway moment. So, got Roger in the car, went out to the hallway, sat on the stairs, chatting. They end the number before I put the puffer vest on, and then suddenly quiet. And I'm like, why is it quiet? What happened? Did the cars go? Oh my God! I completely forgot to take the puffer vest, go to the wing with his water bottle, and throw it on Casey. That was me. Now, we paused for maybe 7 extra seconds. Maybe it was 10. But up until Tuesday, I could say firmly, a Broadway show has never stopped because of me. Well, technically it did not stop. It paused because of me. And as I realize it and start running toward him with the puffer vest, didn't bring his water, sorry pal, stage manager's running toward me like, where are you? Oh God. So of course Roger made a meal of that for the very rest of the show of like, oh, are we doing all the changes? Oh, are you going to be there when I come off? Because he's just like me and we love to beat a joke into the ground. Later on in the act, when they're both changing together, fast changing with me and a couple other dressers frantically yelling over each other's shoulder at each other, which is what they do while they're supposed to be changing. Oh, it's so hot. You know, I know it's hot. In case he's like, yeah, well, you're not wearing a puffer vest. And both Roger and I at the same time said, well, you didn't have to. Anyways, so there's all your updates for a Friday afternoon at Back to the Future, the Broadway extravaganza. I'm going to go see if Aaron's here and talk my new boy. I'm going to herd the cats and talk my new boy through this. Wish him well. I know he's going to be great. It's going to be fine. And we're going to Beyonce on. All right. Bye.